quiet town of Brookfield, nestled deep within the New England forests, there existed an old mansion known to the locals as the Hawthorne House. The house had stood vacant for decades, its decrepit facade a stark contrast to the lush greenery surrounding it. Legends whispered through generations spoke of the mansion's dark past and the family that once inhabited it, the Hawthornes, who vanished without a trace. One stormy night in 1928, the story begins with Dr. Emily Carter, a historian with a penchant for the macabre, who arrived in Brookfield to investigate the mansion's history for her upcoming book. She was drawn to the Hawthorne House by the tales of ghostly apparitions and unexplained phenomena that surrounded it. Determined to uncover the truth, Emily set up her base in a small cottage nearby and began her research. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting eerie shadows across the town, Emily decided to explore the mansion firsthand. Armed with a flashlight, a notebook, and a sense of cautious curiosity, she approached the house. The air grew colder as she stepped onto the creaking porch, the wood groaning under her weight. The front door, surprisingly unlocked, swung open with a mournful wail, inviting her inside. The interior of the mansion was a time capsule from the 1920s. Dust-covered furniture, cobweb-laden chandeliers, and faded portraits adorned the walls. Emily's flashlight beam danced across the room, illuminating fragments of the past. She felt a chill run down her spine, but pressed on, her academic curiosity outweighing her fear. As Emily explored further, she discovered a hidden staircase behind a large, tattered painting of the Hawthorne family. The staircase led down to a dank, musty basement. The air grew thick with an oppressive atmosphere, and the temperature seemed to drop with each step she took. In the basement, she found an old chest, its lock broken and rusted. With a deep breath, she opened it, revealing a collection of diaries, letters, and photographs. The documents chronicled the life of the Hawthorne family, but one diary in particular caught Emily's eye. It belonged to Eliza Hawthorne, the matriarch of the family. Eliza's entries became increasingly erratic as she described strange occurrences in the house, footsteps echoing in empty hallways, whispers in the dead of night, and glimpses of shadowy figures. Her final entry spoke of a malevolent presence that had taken hold of the mansion, driving the family to madness and despair. As Emily read, the temperature in the basement plummeted, and she heard the faint sound of a child's laughter echoing through the darkness. Her flashlight flickered, casting erratic shadows on the walls. Suddenly, she felt a cold hand grasp her shoulder. She spun around, but no one was there. The laughter grew louder, more sinister, as if mocking her. Panicked, Emily gathered the documents and fled the mansion. Outside, she gasped for breath, her heart pounding in her chest. She knew she had to leave Brookfield and escape the malevolent force that dwelled within the Hawthorne house. But as she started her car and sped down the winding road, she couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching her. In the days that followed, Emily was plagued by nightmares and unexplained events. Her research notes were mysteriously rearranged. Objects in her cottage moved on their own, and she heard whispers in the night. Desperate, she reached out to local historians and paranormal experts, but no one could help her. One stormy night, exactly like the one in 1928, Emily's cottage was found empty, her car still parked outside. She had vanished without a trace, leaving behind only her notes and the chilling diary of Eliza Hawthorne. The townsfolk whispered that the mansion had claimed another victim, adding another chapter to the dark legend of the Hawthorne House. To this day, the mansion stands silent and foreboding, a grim reminder of the past, and those who dare to venture near it at night claim they can still hear the laughter of a child and the whispers of the vanished echoing through the halls of the Hawthorne House. Thanks for joining us on Hidden Horrors, where we uncover the darkest mysteries and spine-chilling tales from around the world. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more terrifying content. Have a horror story you'd like to share? Or a mystery you want us to investigate? Drop it in the comments below. Until next time, keep your lights on and your doors locked because you never know what hidden horrors might be lurking in the shadows.